Terrifying moments in Provo when a massive tree falls on a family sleeping inside a tent, pinning two young boys under heavy branches. Good afternoon. That's where we begin today with Lori Pritchard. I'm Andrew Wittenberg. Right now, those young boys are at Primary Children's Hospital in critical condition.
Breaking news special Sheriff Park live in Provo, where that tree came down at the Lakeside RV Park and campsite. And Sheriff, you have been talking to the family. How are those boys doing?
Lori and Andrew, the family tells me that those boys are in good spirits up at the hospital. In fact, the older brother encouraging the younger one to stay strong and be strong through all of this. And they're being called Iron Man because of the fact that they survived this massive tree coming down on top of them. We know that 9-year-old Joseph, according to family, has a fracture to his face and some internal injuries. 7-year-old Dallin has a broken femur, and the family telling me they are going to be okay, eventually recover, all in thanks in part to the people at the campsite who jumped into action very quickly.
And all of a sudden I hear like this cracking noise.
A windy night in Provo near Utah Lake.
And then a big whoosh.
Turned into a nightmare around 4 o'clock this morning.
And then all of the screaming and crying. And
when a massive cottonwood came crashing down onto a family of 6 at the Lakeside RV Park.
And Benjo rolled and covered the twins because they have 2 little twins. And
nearby family rushed in, pulling 4, including 3-year-old twins from the branches. Brooke Lewis's 2 young nephews,
I was right here talking to them.
ages 7 and 9, however, were pinned.
Joseph was here, Dallin was here on his pillow, face down, and his legs were under the branch as well.
Lewis says as the branches weighed down on the boys, she tried to comfort them in the chaos.
And just talking to him, hey, you know, we've got these people.
Within minutes, Lewis says about a dozen people were lifting the heavy tree.
They were pulling this one right here.
As they did, she and paramedics pulled the boys from the branches. Lewis says she believes they weren't alone.
There were angels with them. They were looked out for.
Very emotional, as you can imagine, for this family. Very terrifying. All of this happening in the dark as well. Now, according to the family, the boys and their family from the tent are from Utah, but they actually live in El Salvador. And we're just here at the campsite for a family reunion. In terms of when they might be able to go home, this could definitely hinder that ability because right now the priority is these boys, Andrew and Lori, recovering in the hospital. And it's unknown right now how long that could potentially take.
That's amazing, Shara. Had their heads been on the opposite end, that could be a different story for us this afternoon. So it's good to know those boys are going to be okay. Shara, thanks. Firefighter